Imagine wearing a pair of, like, grippy hospital socks on a soundstage, just pretending to be sick.
Right.
And then literally 2 weeks later, you're wearing those exact same socks in a real MRI machine, just praying for your life.
Oh, wow. It's terrifying to even think about.
It really is. So today we're doing a deep dive into exactly that. We're looking at what happens when the fake emergencies on the hit medical drama, The Pitt, just kind of collide with the very real medical battles of its cast.
Yeah, and we have a really fascinating stack of sources to go through today.
We do. We've got news articles, some pretty intense Reddit threads from actual medical professionals, and a few really raw personal statements.
The mission here is to explore that blurred line. You know, how a show that is just completely obsessed with authenticity handles real-life trauma off camera.
And that obsession with authenticity on The Pit is, like, next level.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't just hire consultants to look over the scripts and say, yeah, that looks fine. They actually filled the screen with real medical workers.
Right, like the background actors.
Exactly. People like Jesse, Kim, Tim, they are real-life registered nurses and charge nurses.
Which is wild because it completely changes how they shoot the scenes.
Yeah, instead of a director just saying, hey, stand in the middle so we get your face, an actual charge nurse will step in and go, no, you wouldn't stand there.
Right, they'd be like, you have to be pinned against the wall managing the IV line.
Yeah, so you aren't in the surgeon's way. So the camera literally has to adapt to the medicine rather than the other way around.
Which I guess is why real healthcare workers on Reddit are just obsessed with it.
They love it. They
Yeah.
say it perfectly captures that chaotic ER vibe, like the doctor who's incredibly frustrated because they can't get a 45-minute bathroom break.
Or the nurse sneaking a quick cigarette out by the ambulance bay.
Exactly.
But I do want to push back a little here.
Okay, go for it.
Because, does focusing that much on medical accuracy ever get in the way of an actually good story? Like, at what point does it stop being a drama and just become this super stressful documentary?
That is a very fair question. And if you look at the critiques from real doctors, they do point out that the show occasionally rushes minor details just for television pacing,
Oh, really? Like what?
like a shoulder dystocia delivery.
Wait, what is that exactly?
It's when a baby's shoulder literally gets stuck behind the mother's pelvic bone during birth.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's awful. And on the show, it happens much faster than the grueling reality. But the thing they refuse to compromise on is the emotional truth.
Right, like the burnout.
The crushing burnout, the reality of workplace violence. They get that systemic stuff completely right.
And because they refused to compromise on those harsh realities, it actually ended up changing the entire culture of the production itself.
Which became absolutely critical for actress Alison Haislip.
Right, because right before season 2, she was diagnosed with aggressive HER2 positive breast cancer.
Yeah, and just to clarify for everyone listening, HER2 positive is a type of breast cancer that tests positive for a protein that basically promotes super fast growth of cancer cells.
So it needs like immediate heavy intervention.
Exactly. In her case, she needed a double mastectomy and chemotherapy.
Which normally in the entertainment industry, a diagnosis that severe means you're out.
Oh, yeah. Usually, an actor would lose a major role because shooting schedules are just incredibly rigid.
You totally expect the network to just recast her. I mean, they're basically building an airplane while flying it.
Right.
But instead of replacing her, Noah Wyle and the team just flipped the entire production board upside down.
They literally rearranged the whole schedule,
So she could shoot all her scenes just days before her surgery.
which completely alters the vibe on set. I mean, the stakes aren't just in the script anymore.
They're right there in the room.
Exactly. When the actors are performing these high-stress medical scenes around her, they're reacting to a co-star who is facing very real mortality.
And that brings us back to that wild anecdote from the start where Alison actually had this surreal, out-of-body experience.
So with the socks.
Yes. She realized she was wearing the exact same hospital socks for her real-life MRI that the actors had just been wearing on set.
It's chilling. And, Alison wasn't the only one fighting a terrifying battle off camera.
No, she wasn't. Actor and comedian Moshe Kasher recently shared his own diagnosis.
HPV-positive tonsil cancer.
Yeah, which, that's in the back of the throat, right?
Right. And it often requires incredibly invasive surgery to remove the mass. He actually had to go through a grueling 5-hour procedure.
Oh.
But how he navigated the terror of that is just a fascinating study in coping mechanisms.
Because he leaned so heavily into dark humor.
He really did.
He was online joking about a, quote, Jewish surgery robot taking hours to remove the cancer.
Yeah, and joking that the scar would make people back down from a street fight.
And he even made a point to jokingly clarify to the entire internet that his wife definitely did not give him the disease.
Which is funny, but that dark humor isn't just a comedian doing a bit.
But it's functional.
Exactly. It's a vital cognitive shield against trauma. For medical workers and patients alike, laughing in the dark gives you this tiny sliver of psychological control.
When your own body is going through something profoundly out of your control.
Exactly.
So what does this all mean for you listening at home? I think it shows that the authenticity of the Pit isn't just about nailing the medical jargon.
Or getting the IV placement exactly right.
Yeah. It really comes from a cast and crew who intimately understand the absolute fragility of human health.
They aren't just playing characters facing mortality, they are living it alongside the production.
Which leaves you with a final thought to ponder the next time you turn on a medical drama.
Yeah, does knowing about these actors' real-life survival stories change the way you consume trauma as entertainment?
Exactly. Does the fiction feel a little heavier, a little more profound when you know that the actors' real scars are hidden just beneath the stage makeup?